Welcome to 1595 East Main Street, Lebanon. Built in 1950, this 3-bedroom bath and a half in Lebanon, Virginia sits on one of the largest lots in town. This is 1.2 acres, I think it is, with that. Outside here, you've got a large parking area as well as a 1-car garage. This garage is going to open up so that you've got your workshop space. Be able to come in, take care of your car, get everything, all the yard tools in there. We also back here have the pool area with this deck. This is all going to be cleaned up upon the sale. The gazebo does not stay. But I'm going to take you up here. This is one of my favorite things of this lot, is this little seating area that you could build out up here with fire pit. All right, this is one of my favorite features of this. You've got the fire pit area there. You can just sit up here, roast some s'mores, and look out at the mountains. You don't realize that you're in Main Street. Have the convenience of everything here in Lebanon, but this huge lot, you can do whatever you want with it. If you wanted to, you could put a pool back. Now, this lot backs up to the Jones Addition. So if you're in town, it's across from Save-A-Lot, where the old Food City would have been. It's gonna be right there. So easy to be able to get in, get out. Not gonna be a ton of traffic to have to deal with. Okay, let's head down here. Let's look at the front porch view. This is where you have your morning coffee, your afternoon coffee, or if you're like me, maybe even your nighttime coffee, to be able to enjoy this large half wraparound porch. So you can see with this porch, you've got a lot of room to be able to sit and just look out over Main Street, everybody coming by. Got a view of Beartown Mountain. All the snow's actually melted off. That's something that excites me with that, but you look out, you actually have a larger front yard as well. So you're not directly on the street, helps cut down on the noise. When we go inside, you'll see with that, this extra area here as well. Look at the ceiling. It's just not, this was built in 1950. This is not a detail that's common anymore that you're going to find with that. There is gas that runs into a gas fireplace. That is a rented tank with that you could purchase one, or you could keep that one. Let's go around and go in the kitchen side. There is a walk path, just needs a little bit of cleaning up. You could edge that, but there's a concrete walk path, goes down to the garage. You could cut in some steps or do some landscaping to be able to go up to the other parking area. Let's enter in here. All right, here is the kitchen. Now this looks like it's probably more of a 90s upgrade with the countertops. Very usable as it is, but you've got space for storage above. You've got a glass top stove as well as a side-by-side fridge that's in here. So clean and ready to use with that. Kitchen looks out to the backyard with these. All the windows were recently replaced. I think it was 2018 that those windows were actually replaced throughout the home. So vinyl windows with that, not going to be would have been built with a wooden frame window. So that has all been updated. The doors are still the original doors, but they are beautiful in my opinion with that. Now the Knotty Pine tongue and groove wall, this is the way my house was that I had in town here in Lebanon. I love this look. It's just that rustic feel to it. We're going to step into the living area here. There are still the old radiators that are in here. Downstairs, when we go there, you'll see all the utilities that are still in. So not sure if those are still serviceable or if you'd want to use them, but the gas fireplace is in here and does work with that. Then we're going to progress into the bedroom area. So down here on this level, looking out towards Main Street, Got the large windows letting tons of sun in here. If you didn't need to use this as a bedroom, this would be a fantastic office. Just nice and warm and cozy to be able to come into and sit down and take care of whatever you need to. We'll move back here to the other bedroom. So on this level, this is going to be 3 bedrooms. This one's going to be a little bit smaller, but we can see a nice large area to be able to still put stuff. It does have the built-in closets. So these are just a slider rail system with that. Shares with the neighboring bedroom also. Now these are the original oak flooring. It's beautiful. My guess is it was probably purchased down the street at the hardware store that doesn't exist anymore, that burned down years ago. Bathroom has had some updates. So you've got tile floor, you've got this bead board, you still have the original wood up top with that, but again, the updated window that carried into here, medicine cabinet. This is going to be just a pedestal sink, so you could keep that if you wanted to, or you could upgrade this whole room. There's our shower that has been tiled. The shower head is here. It just fell down, but it is still here. Just a little bit of sprucing up, cleaning. That one's ready to go to be able to shower up and clean. That is the basement door. We'll go down there here in just a minute. Here is the 3rd bedroom on this level. Again, looking out to the backyard with those new vinyl windows. Just that warm wood tone. Now, I know some people would look at this and go, you know what I need to do? First thing is I need to paint all this wood. That's everybody's preference. You could easily tone down some of the wood with area rug, carpet that's going to be underneath the bed, just help break that up. Also would help it to where it wouldn't be just hard surfaces everywhere. We'll come back to that basement level afterwards. I'm going to show you upstairs. So upstairs here with this does have, again, a pocket door that can be closed off. So that pocket door can be closed off if you didn't want somebody to go up there, or if you were using this as more of a gaming area, bonus room area. We'll step up here. Now upstairs is going to be a half bath. There is a toilet, there is a sink with that. So online there are a couple stage photos with this set up as an office or just a rec area, kind of relaxation. You could easily do that. Still has the lights in the ceiling. Over here on this side, you're getting all that lights shining in from outside. Now I am able to stand fully without having to shrink down. So this ceiling height's probably a little over 6 feet. So I'm 5'10", I'm able to stand comfortably. So once you move over to the edge, yeah, you're gonna bump your head. But depending upon how you set up this room, that's not gonna matter whatsoever. So you could go through, just again, this is one of those details with going through a home that's built in this age that you're just not gonna get with a new build. All right, lastly, we're gonna go check out downstairs and show you guys what that looks like. So this one is listed at $249 even. It came back on the market, so no fault of the sellers, but it was listed and then wound up coming back on the market. So you've got hot water heater that's down here in this area. You could use this as a canning area if you wanted to add in some extra stuff with that. You do have a sink that's down here. Washer dryer hookups are down here also. Dehumidifier is in here, and that has a line that's running to your sump pump. So that way you could go through with that sump is going to be able to dump out. There is still an oil tank that's in here and a door that was hung at some point in one of the areas, and there is the old furnace that these last few weeks in this area, you would be happy to have that to be able to still use as a backup heat source. As we come through here, we're going to go through this doorway and I'm going to try to give us some more light. Just one moment. It took me a minute, but I figured it out. All right, we got light and we've got camera going at the same time. So as we step in here, this is going to be a back entryway. That there is a door from outside that you could come in to access the basement. This is also how you would access all of your feed for like the trunk lines for your heating and cooling, all your electrical. This is my favorite feature of this. As somebody that gardens and tries to store and keep food, here is your own built-in cool storage. This is one of the things I can remember growing up. The neighbors to my grandparents in Honaker, that under the front porch, that there was a little room for all of her stuff. I know another house here in town had a lot of that, but you've got your bins to be able to store your stuff. Also your shelving for all your canned goods, so you could actually have your own little grocery store in the basement. So this, like I said, had a couple recent upgrades, if you will, with that. The roof was done in 2019. That new roof gutters was put on not only the house, but also on the garage structure. The heat pump, 2023, so that's got a long life ahead of it. And the septic tank is going to be somewhere here in the yard. Don't know exactly where. That was recently pumped out, 2024. You could hook onto the town. So there is the ability to hook onto the town sewer. So you can do that if you wanted to. Up to you. Everything's here for you to enjoy. $249,000 gets you 3-bedroom, bath and a half on Main Street, one of the largest lots that I know of in town, with a beautiful view of Beartown Mountain while you're drinking your coffee. So there you have it. That's all of my favorite things with this house. Not a common thing to be able to find. It is a gem here in Lebanon. So with that, 3 bedrooms, really you could add more if you wanted to convert one of those rooms upstairs, add a closet to be able to go through. But 3-bedroom, bath and a half here in town on Main Street, garage for a car, a large lot to be able to do a lot of things with. So if you wanted to be able to have a garden outside, like what I mentioned I would do if it were mine, if you wanted to put a pool back in, build a deck, be able to enjoy that, or a nice big fire pit area up on the top looking out towards the mountains. This is just an amazing property. Want to appreciate Jordan Lester, who's the listing agent of this property, for letting me tour it, show it to you guys. If anybody wants to come look at this house, happy to help you out. You can just simply send me a message and we'll coordinate a time to be able to show you this home that could be your dream home in Lebanon, Virginia. Until next time, this is Andy Young saying I'll catch you down the road.